going on, baby boys, baby girls, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Glad you made it. Wagwan, everybody. It is June 23rd, 2023. We are flying. It is, man, oh man, it's that time. Boys and girls, thank you for joining me, ladies and gents, once again, wherever you're tuning in from, whether it's Canada, United States, Mexico, South America, over there in Africa, Asia, Europe, New Zealand, Australia, Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, Thailand, Sweden, Algeria, Serbia, wherever you're tuning in from. Thank you. If you've been with me from the get-go, you know what it is. We have fun every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Where can you find these videos? On Instagram. Follow me there if you like. Subscribe on YouTube for the full-length videos. Check out patreon.com/RobSadri if you'd like to fiscally support the show. And man, oh man, we are moving. Things are changing, as you can see. Oh, the paintings are down. The decorations are off the wall, and we are just a few days away, ladies and gents. And today's going to be a special episode in terms of the looseness. We're letting it all hang out today. We're letting it all hang out today, ladies and gents. Let me get a sip of this, please. Hope you guys are flaccid. Fellas, hope you're flaccid, not because you can't get it up, because you got it up, but then she sucked it down, baby boys, baby girls. And hope that monkey, hope that little sideways little smile of yours is all beaten up for good reason. Hopefully he gave you that D that you were looking for. What I'm saying is I hope that you're feeling well. Maybe you were also, maybe you were scissoring. That's what it is. Maybe you were going D to D, whatever. That's what it is, baby. It's all about feeling good, sending all the love right back at you. I myself, I'm just like, sleep is whatevs. What even is sleep at this point? Coffee's a thing. Coffee's definitely going to be one of those things that's going to be, oh man, we're going to be going extra cups these days. Next few, here's the thing, baby boys, baby girls. We are heading into a new chapter. I hope wherever you are, maybe you're turning a page in your book. Maybe you're starting a new chapter in your life. But this chapter is going to be all about exhilaration, excitement, blood, maybe a little bit of blood in terms of like sweat, tears, blood, joy, laughter. And all that's, and I've already started bleeding, because that's what it is. Sometimes you gotta be like, what even is humanity all about? We love the sacrifice. We love the bleeding of the blood. We love seeing things just be like, oh. So the next few, they're gonna be fun. The next few months are gonna be exciting. We're stepping into the unknown is what I'm trying to tell you. You're like, where's the blood? Yesterday I was taking out the nails. So the nails that were holding up the paintings, and one of them was just stuck. So I'm like squeezing and trying to pull that nail out, and it gave me a boo-boo. It's all fixed now, not a bit, but nonetheless bleeding. So it's very tiny. I don't know if you guys can see that punctured little, it gave me a little blister. Then I had to debate whether or not I wanted to just let the blood, because the blood came to the surface of my thumb. I'm like, do I want to fucking leave this be? So it's like, people see it on the streets. They're like, that's what he's about, that, fucking pop a little balloon filled with blood in his thumb kind of guy. Or do I, poke a little hole through it and just let it all squirt out? I can't let it just sit there and stew, baby. So I poked it, and it's oozing blood, a lot of blood. Okay, a little bit of blood, a little bit of just fluid, from a blister. What even is that? That fluid that gets built up on blisters, whether you go walking long distance or you're running, you get blisters on your feet, and then there's fluid built. That's gross, but also it's like, it's your fluids, dude, so it's not gross. So that's what I'm all about, baby. Sacrifices, laughters, the joys, the tears, the ups and the downs, and we're going to be traveling, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be, we're going to be moving and learning and growing and getting to know other people, and it's going to be adventurous. Who knows where we'll stop? Who knows what kind of people we'll meet? Who knows what kind of encounters we'll have? Maybe with, who knows, dude, especially these days with so many things going on. It's amazing. I'm excited, and we're going to have fun today, man. Ladies and gentlemen, so whatever you're doing, again, if you're starting a new chapter, turning a new page, let's do it together. I got your back. I know you got mine. I'm feeling very, this has been just, we're having fun, baby. That's all it is. Just having fun, sending all the love right back at you guys and gals out there, whatever you're doing. But exciting news is occurring that might be exciting for some. I know I'm excited about it. Let me get a sip of this. First thing that I'd like to talk about, ding, ding. A ring-a-ding-ding, ring-ding-ding, ding-ding-ding. What is that? That's the ding-ding of the old octagon, of the old ring, of the old parameter that, when you hear a ding-ding, sometimes two men's or two ladies gets inside a cage or a ring. or an octagon or octa ring or sometimes it's not even a ring. Sometimes it doesn't matter. They get in a facility and they go face to face, tits to tits, ass to ass, calves to calves, toe to toe, elbow to elbow, index finger to index finger, touching and everything. What are we talking about? Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg. I think they're going at it online. So I'm not quite sure, but I heard a little bit and they're like, let's go. I've been hearing Mark Zuckerberg's been doing the jiu-jitsu. He's getting it, and we'll get into it, man. What are my thoughts on? There's so many things to dissect over here with this. I love this because it's fun and it's interesting. I don't know what their beef is, but it's like it's billionaire beef, ultimate billionaire beefs championship, dude. We can make that a thing because up until now, very recent, I'd say there's many things to dissect with this because fighting, grappling, MMAs, you don't associate that with multi-billionaires or the financially up there. It's not that you can't, not that you shouldn't. There are benefits to everything. First of all, if you're doing it for health reasons, whatever, dude. I have an issue with this. I'm gonna be straight up honest because that's what we do, baby. Honesty is the best policy. Keep it $1.50 always. How do I feel about multi-billionaires fighting? I think it's a good idea. But here's the thing. I don't like multi-billionaires. I don't like really, really filthy rich people. And I love all people. But I'm just saying, I don't like really filthy rich people being also able to fight. You know what I mean? With a certain amount of wealth, you have to be either extremely skinny for it to be acceptable. You gotta be fucking you gotta be there. You gotta be fucking Mr. Burns skinny. You know what I'm talking about? Just fucking barely there. Or you gotta be morbidly obese. You gotta be like a fat cat. You gotta be a fat cat or really fucking just barely hanging on to life, but also the motivation of money and power just keeps you going. You're looking 120 for 200 years, but that type of look, you know what? So I'm not a fan of seeing multi-billionaires and martial arts to be out. Yes, am I happy that you're getting exercise? Am I happy that you can whatever in particular circumstances, defend? All that is good for but all I'm saying is, I like to see my multi-billionaires just focused on power, money, and wealth and balling crazy, just doing crazy weird baller shit. So if we are gonna have a fight, ding ding, ring a ding. I like the fact I don't think Elon trains around. I don't know Elon. Maybe he does secretly. Who knows? I also would, if we're putting everything on the table, I wouldn't be surprised if they came out and said Elon is actually he's a half robot, half alien. I get it, dude. It's fine. We accept you. All right. So if he's half alien, half bot, I wouldn't be surprised. Or he's just Elon, whatever. So Zuckerberg also, I'm not, here, let me tell you this, man. I've been a fan of Facebook and Zuckerberg since day one, dude. Before day one, when Zuckerberg, Marky Mark was out there trying to create Facebook and people were like, fuck Facebook. I was like, fuck you, dude. I was like, fuck you, man. If anybody said anything about Facebook, I was one of the first ones to stand up, sit down. I like to be comfortable, but nonetheless, man, if anybody ever had any opinions, they're like, oh, he's good, connecting faces. He's all about booking and face. And I'm like, you don't get it. And so I got your back, dude. You know what I mean? People like to say, he's part of the Illuminati, this, that, or whatever, dude. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Maybe he plays into it, maybe he does it even, whatever, dude. I'm all about that lizard life. He's probably he's the young lizard king, if anything, hypothetically speaking, of course. So I'm all about it. Anybody came out and said anything about it, I'm like, yo, and that's what it is, baby. I like to keep it tight. Also, Elon Musk, also a fan. He likes to go to space, dig holes. I like looking at space. I like playing around with holes, dude. Not gonna lie to you guys. You know me. Guy gets down and dirty, But nonetheless, the point is, we all got similarities. And do I like to see people go battle? Yes. Would I like to see this? Who do I think would win? Honestly, I don't know. But if we're going in, we gotta do it right. You gotta go all out fucking you gotta come decked out with all your Facebook tech, Mark. And Elon's gotta fucking come heavy with the tweets, dude. You gotta fucking like weighing at 6'2", weighing at 2 billion tweets. You know, that's the and this guy, I don't know how to tell him market, but let's just say 5'10", 5'8", who cares, dude? 5'8", weighing at 175 billion Facebooks. You know, coming out of a college campus somewhere. But whatever, dude. Private business at one point, oh, it's too big now. We're like merging with governments. What is even happening? Who cares, dude? What I'm telling you is if we're going fucking like, let's just put it on the table, dude. Let's just like, you know, fucking lizard power. But like, also I'm about it, dude. I mean, you know I'm about the fucking right there, dude. Fucking tongue out, fucking like I'm all about it, dude. I get it. I get the toad life. I get it. I get all of it. And what I'm trying to say is I like to see that, like, I want to see essentially two Iron Men going at it. You know what I mean? Because like these guys have all the monies and all the techs. I want to see Mark come out. I don't want to see jiu-jitsu. I want to see a couple of new like tiny little like fucking computers that are like, oh, Facebook, just fucking like, you know, press the button, don't press the button, dude. I want Elon Musk to just get in a ring, just decked out in gear, just thinking shit, dude. Just a couple of Neuralinks in his brain. He's just fucking like, zapping Mark from across the fight. He's like doing things with his mind, tickling each other's assholes with each other's minds, dude, and just fucking staying stern, dude. Who can tickle each other's assholes with their minds and just like, you know, just, oh, I'm doing this right here to your nuts. They're both doing it to each other's nuts, but like with also lots of money being thrown at each. And I'd like to see that. And yes, I don't want to see my extremely rich, wealthy people out there being too healthy, being too like, oh, it's you can't have it all. You shouldn't have it all. And that's just what goes around comes around, I think, or it's just physics. Or it's just chemistry. It's something. It just doesn't like, you know what I mean? Like I get it. Fucking tech, dude. Monies, power, control. In terms of like yachts, you got it. Fast cars, some of you make your own. Space shuttles, let's do it. Merging companies, taking over. I get all that. But like at the end of the day, like I don't want you to be able to like, it's, you know, because it's like, that sets out a like unless we do and make a whole league and like make it like billionaire beefs, dude. Billionaire beefs, no rules, fucking get in there with like, you know, bring whoever, name names, dude, name names, just the elite of the elite financially, just getting in there with fucking like ladders and chairs, just smacking each other in the back. Dude, somebody like getting scoliosis, like in mid 70s, baller scoliosis. What happened? Took a ladder to the face and back. You know what I'm saying? Ding ding. That's what I like to see. Go in there, throw a little bit of rice at each other. Eat a little bit of rice beforehand, so you get a little bit of that starch in your belly, and get in there. Eat a little bit of, throw it behind your back. Get in the ring. Do they do it in the nude now? They should do it in the nude. Let's do it in the nude. That's what I'm saying. Mark Zuckerberg, the Berg versus Elon Musk, the Musk versus Berg. Big diapers, juicy diapers, lubed up to the gills, dude. You guys get in there, fucking make it a. Oh, let's lather them up with like pudding or Jello, and then also have midget stripper ladies fucking biting at their ankles, dude. Biting at their ankles are midget stripper ladies, also providing jobs. You know what I'm talking about? Because there's always like ring ladies with the numeros. They're like, oh, it's round number, whatever, and that's cool too. But I'm talking about this is different. Midget stripper ladies just dancing on poles that are on rollerblades. The rollerblades on the bottom of the poles. These ladies are twirling around, biting ankles, dude. And the whole ring's filled with Jello. How fucking exciting is that? Billionaire Ultimate Championship. Billionaire Beef Ultimate Championship. The Ultimate Billionaire Beef Championship Challenge. X-rated. For a mature audience only. 18 plus. No, 21 plus. Because the shit that goes down in this championship thing is fucking wild, dude. You'd want to see that. I want to fucking just stuff my face with nachos, have a giant fucking cup of beer, and just just catch blood, dude. As I ooze blood out of my many, you know, because that's what it is. I pick up my own injuries here and this way. I catch the blood, but I give a little back, and we're together. We're like, yes, sacrifice, blood, sweat, entertainment. What more do you want? It's like, I get it. So I'm all about it. Should they have a belt? I say yes, but you get the thinnest belt. The thinnest, because like, you know, typically championship belts are very massive. And I say Billionaire, yo, the thinnest belt, dude, the thinnest belt you could, it's barely even a belt. It's barely even a string. It literally hair thin belt, so that you'd have to like use some sort of like, oh, I got to put my, you know, if you want to see the belt, you got to get some sort of like fucking, oh, get me like high-tech glasses. Give me that, like, let me zoom in with virtual reality on his crotch and that belt. Let me read that belt. So ultimate beef between billionaires, beef billionaire brothers and sisters. Because the ladies got to be getting up in that bitch too. That's what I want to see. I want to see some ladies fucking, let's bring, next I'd like to see Jeff Bezos' wife versus fucking Queen's gone. That would have been dope. Fucking just like, you know, billionaire ladies, just like old school, old money versus new money, dude. Fucking, you know, comes in, throws like bottles and ships, fucking like really nice, neat little fucking statuettes of ivory. Oh, right there, ivory. And then this lady, fucking new money, like, oh, tech. Here, have a cell phone that can also be a watch and a calculator. That's kind of like, you know, but like, you know, a better version of that. Like, here's 2 cell phones and 1 cell phone. What? Billionaire bitches. Fucking ivory versus 2 cell phones and 1 cell phone. Crazy, dude. I'd pay to see that. Just fucking, and for the ladies, you'd have to hire male midget strippers. If you're wondering, you're like, what about you? Because that's what it is, baby. Because when the men's go to fight, the midgets that are the ladies and are also strippers and can pole dance and rollerblade simultaneously will be making a, you know, pretty penny. I'll guarantee you that. In this organization, the ladies get taken. Same with the fellas. Whenever the ladies are fighting, fucking midgets on rollerblades just doing twirls on a pole and biting ankles just to up the ante a little bit. Oh my god, it gets me excited. I'm ready for it. But yeah, man, I don't want to see you guys being like too healthy. I like the fact that I think like Elon doesn't work out too much, or maybe he does. I don't know. Whatever. I don't want you to be too healthy. I want you to keep doing you. But if I'm keeping, like, I don't want my like super rich people being healthy. You gotta have some sort of like, you know, I wouldn't mind if one of you, like, if you came out and said like, you know, got a little crack habit, I'd be fine with that. You know, this guy is, these are just like the 2 names that have come up. This could be any billionaire out there. If you're out there, billionaire, and just like, you know, balling around, I'd be all right. He does a little bit of PCP. That makes me a little bit more like, I don't want you to be like, I'm a billionaire and I also concentrate on longevity and taking it slow in life. Fuck that shit, dude. I want you to be building, creating, bleeding, sacrificing, and laughing at the same time, dude. And we're all in it together. So that's what I want to see. A lot of just fun fucking like events. So whoever wants to organize that, maybe the UFC wants to tap into that. Maybe we could coordinate some sort of ultimate like fucking Jello fighting championship with, again, don't forget my stripper midgets, dude. Put those gals in there. Let's go. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And I also haven't really slept much in the past few. Oh man, it's nice because like you get to discover new levels within yourself every week, babe. We're just fucking discovering new levels and discovering new amounts of caffeine that we could put in our body and just see where it goes. You know what I'm talking about? So let's chugga together and romanticize about a time where in the future, ladies and gentlemen, because it's like that time of year, it's spring, summertime, we're springing into summer, man. You know what it means for you to go outside and just be like, oh, I'm gonna be outside and just all fucking like, you know, go camping, I'll go walk in a park, I'll go grab an ice cream, I'll go walk the dog. Next thing you know, what's happening? What's happening there, sugar lips? What's happening there, sugar tits? What's happening there, hot buns McGee? What's happening there, huh? Your sweet ass is walking down the street and you're getting bitten by mosquitoes, man. These mosquitoes are they're a little pet peeve. They're a little human pet peeve. And I've come up with one of the best ideas that I think I've ever had. And this is, but I'm not the type that likes to, whatever we do here, We do it as a syndicate. We do it as familia. We get together. What's yours is mine. What's mine is yours. Whatever, dude. Point is, we're all about sharing and caring. So I'm like, why do people suffer during summer? Why do people? And I went and did research. For years and years, I did research, read books, read people reading books. Just flipping through people who are reading, because that's how you double it up. A lot of times people are like, man, do I read a book, or do I watch something, or do I listen? Read a book that's being read by a person. Get a couple of people, and that's because they're taking it in and you're taking them in. What is even happening? So instead of going out there and be like, oh, I gotta like apply sunscreen, maybe some sort of sunscreen to protect my skin against the sun's rays, and also give me a little bit of protection against the mosquitoes. Maybe I gotta squirt a little bit of spray that's separate from the sunscreen. So now I gotta watch out for sunscreen, and I gotta also spray myself with some sort of, spray that's like a mosquito repellent. That's so friggin' 2020 or whatever before that, the numbers, you know what it is. But today is 2023 and we're heading into 2024. Introducing cow dung, okay? Highly refined cow dung. This thing will not only protect your skin against the sun, but also, because it's like thick when you apply it, it'll also repel all the mosquitoes. So fear no more, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be ashamed of having to go outside and be like, oh, I hate to get bitten by a mosquito. Oh, these mosquitoes sure do like a sweet taste of this guy or this gal, and I'm just like, oh, let me just sting you a little, let me suck on your blood a little bit. That enough is enough. No more hanging your head in shame. No more walking down the line of life feeling somewhat alone at times. No more feeling betrayed by nature, on all those things. So we came up with the solution. And this cow dung is not just any regular cow dung. Don't be thinking you can just walk over to a farm, tip over a cow, have your laughs, pick up some cow dung and discover some shrooms underneath it perhaps, and have to fight a couple of flies over shrooms. No thanks. We cut all that out for you and we just give you the cow dung, dude. You go cow dung on your skin, on your face, everywhere. The more, the better. At first, it will smell really bad. And you're like, what? And I'm like, that's when it means it's working. That's right. So no more sunburn, no more mosquito bites. And together we could be rolling around in manure, cow dung. So I think it'll be a big hit. I'm starting to think it'll have to be like, we'll start with a niche little like market that's like, just an exclusive set of individuals who like to really take care of themselves. And then eventually it'll like, people will start hearing about, oh, have you heard of the benefits of cow dung? Crazy. It's gonna catch like fucking wildfire or unmanaged rabies, whatever. All I'm saying is there's plenty of things to be doing and plenty of things to be excited about, amongst other things, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'd like to take a moment to thank you for all the memories, boys and girls, ladies and gents. Oh, what is life and what do we do in this life with me and you? Da-da-da-da. Doodly-doo. Thank you for all the sweet memories in this life between me and you. Cause what it is that it's a journey. It's a dance. And I'd like to thank you for being a part of my journey and letting me be a part of yours. And we're just traveling, baby. We are moving along and things are happening and I'm excited. And it's just like, oh man, what can happen? Who knows? But I'd like to see so many things out there, man, us changing things, sometimes, for the better. Sometimes you might think it's for the best, but then it might be for the worst. But then in hindsight, it's for the better. Introducing large mosquitoes, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I'd like to say, besides the fact that I'd like to see us somehow fight mosquito bites, I'd like to see them also be hired as particular. Is it just me, or is it just, I think, because when you think of something, others are thinking it too, or when you say something, others might be saying it or thinking the same thing, because And basically we're all like, we're connected, baby. So all I'm saying is I've been thinking either flies or mosquitoes, large flies or mosquitoes that are somehow enlarged by our tech department. If we could get this going, I believe we should be thinking of creating shrink rays and also enlarge rays, fucking guns that can shrink things and enlarge things. That should be a thing by now. I think that's reasonable to ask. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I would love to see a giant fly driving a bus. Is it just me, or is that somehow oddly satisfying? Think about it. Think about it. Because, like, not to say, like, I'm just saying, I would love to see a giant, hairy fly fucking sit behind a bus and just make stops, pick people up, drop people off. Why not, ladies and gentlemen? Together, I believe there's so much money being thrown around, and I say if we were to just take some of that, sure, you're like, oh, what about the potholes? Potholes, schmotholes, dude. Do you want large mosquitoes and flies driving your buses or not? All right? It's just large fly just going like this and like making stops. How great is that, dude? How great is that? And that's what it is, man. A few things that I'd like to be seeing. That's one of them. Another great thing that I'd like to be hopefully seeing in the near future. Sometimes I'm advocating for, ladies and gentlemen, it's one of those topics that doesn't get brought up too often, and it's I don't know if it's us not paying attention to what's in front of us. I don't know if it's, what do you think it is? Is it not time for us to start seeing animals on rollerblades? Why hasn't anybody talked about this? Animals on rollerblades, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thinking specifically cows on rollerblades. They're large animals. How much easier would it be if they were on rollerblades? Think about that. Why are we depriving ourselves of these little things that could be bringing us lots of joy? Imagine seeing a large cow on rollerblades that you could just fucking like latch onto and just slide downhill whilst drinking milk, raw milk out the teats, rolling downhill. Come on. I'm just saying, the tech is there. The animals seem to be ready. And why did I think of this? I'm glad you asked. For the basic, simple reason, ladies and gentlemen, that if we are breaking ground, if we are moving forward into the future, if we are at one point or another seemingly headed in the direction of merging with tech, becoming symbiotic with tech, if you will, becoming one, becoming cyborgs, we are advancing to new levels, stages of life. Shouldn't other animals have some sort of like, if we're because we're already on the smartphones, we're on the computers, we're on the apps, we're on the algorithms, everything's like gotten better with, but all these animals are staying lame, dude. Think about that. Like we keep getting like more technologically advanced, and like, you know what I'm saying? Some of these cats out here should also be equipped with some sort of I'm saying start small though. I'm not saying let's make them like, I don't want a smart cow. I don't want a cow that has opinions, because frankly, that'd be weird if I'm having like, I don't want to have an existential debate with a cow before I bite into it, you know? Moo, moo, moo. People are moving constantly because of pull and push factors. It's like, what? Moving. It's like, I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, take it easy there, guy. Like, honestly, cute nose and everything, you know what I mean? But I still want to fucking like steak. So not there yet, but rollerblades, yes, make their commutes easier. And also, I think in terms of the animal hierarchy, if you will, or maybe order of things, some might say that we're, depending on your definition, we might be like chimps, but like advanced chimps or like better chimps or whatever, you know? So, but there are still like monkeys in we've seen them, dude. Monkeys, gorillas, chimps, baboons, they're really fascinating. I think they too have also earned somewhat of we should be boosting them up a little bit. And I'm not suggesting there are some who are like going down the path of like implanting like chips and shit. Pong is cool. A monkey playing Pong is cool. If we can somehow, direct that energy from playing Pong to maybe playing the slot machine at the casino. If I can see 5 monkeys just boozing and playing the slots, I'd be down with that. And amongst boozing, I like to introduce cigarettes for monkeys, but it doesn't have to be real cigarettes. It doesn't have to have any nicotine. It could have nicotine, and we could go through them, and we will go through them, the benefits and the pros and the cons, if you will, of monkeys smoking. I think it's about time. I honestly think it's about time that we should give monkeys cigarettes, or at least what I'd like to say, water vapor cigarettes for monkeys. Because I think they've earned it, dude. They've been trying to learn sign language. They are volunteering to get chipped in the head, I think. Debatable, dude. Why are you even there if you don't want it, dude? You know what I mean? A little bit, oh, give me a little bit of snack. I'll let you drill a hole in my mouth or in my skull or whatever, and like fucking chippy chips. So that's what I'm saying, dude. Smoking would allow them to perhaps benefits of smoking monkey. It would allow them to flick less feces. And that could be, you know, and you got to ask yourself, are we, like, if we're evolving, if we're getting better, shouldn't they, because we barely fling any feces. Like, there's like rarely any human, like, statistically speaking, it's non-existent. It's no feces being flung out here. So all I'm saying, you look back and you're like, what about these guys, right? You're still being flung, right? So if you want less flicking of the fecal matter, give them cigarettes, either real ones or water vapor, and that way they could just be like fucking slot machine, Pong, cigarettes, less flinging of the feces. And what do they say? They say a feces saved is a feces earned. And you can take that to the bank. A feces saved, feces earned. So that in and of itself should be enough reason for us to be like, yes, how could we also up the, you know, because we're up in our game constantly, right? We're just like, oh, let me learn this thing, let me do that thing, let me try to learn a new skill, let me get better at this thing that I'm doing. And these fellas right here, they're behind us, they're working hard too. They're trying to, like, you know, let me take a stone and bang it on the, but like, let's make them hip, let's make them a little bit more cooler, let's make them a little bit more calm down and relaxed. You know what I mean? Because again, if things keep like, and as we do advance, they too will advance. So I'm just saying, let's ease it into so that the other animals too can, you know, but at the same rate, you don't want to, like, you literally don't want to be moving too fast. You literally don't want to, with distributing tech amongst animals, that is rollerblades on cows, I'm cool with it. Cigarettes amongst monkeys, cool with it. I'd hate to move too fast, and if I find us in a situation when I look over my shoulder or off into the horizon and I see a damn panda smoking a cig, now that's where I draw the line, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck pandas smoking. Like, it's, first of all, they're already asking for it. Panda bears are asking for it. I'm going through animals, and it's just one of those animals, like, you know what, dude? Black, white. First of all, like, it's found a loophole, that's for sure. And second of all, don't let that cute face, you know, don't let that cute fucking demeanor, oh, I'm just a panda, I'll suck on these sugar canes. Dude, what are you doing at nighttime, dude? What are you doing in the evening? What are you doing in the AM when you already sleep? Yeah, you sick little furry bastard. So all I'm saying is, they haven't earned it. They've not earned it, dude. So if I see pandas smoking a cig, I might just, you know, have to put it down. I might just have to, you know, what is it that I'd have to put down? I don't know particularly, to be honest with you, but when the time comes, bet your bottom dollar I'll put it down. Fucking, like, when it comes down to it, dude, I see a panda chain smoking and it's like, oh, it's over, dude. It's shirts off, dude. It's pants off. We're gonna wrestle. We're gonna wrestle now. Because you're not, you know, that's what it is. Monkeys, chimps, I get it, dude. Baboons, red dangling ass, they fucking mastered the art of the prolapse, so, like, they've earned it. Give them a cigarette. Why not? All I'm saying is fair game, everybody. Fair game, fair play, and, you know your limits, play within it, but also let's do this together as a species, as a whole. That's what I'm saying. Improve animals' lives, improve your lives too. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday. Holy smokes, we are going to be in this joint for one more video. Monday will be the one. Oh man, Monday's going to be the last episode in this. And again, it's looking back at all the memories that we've had in almost 3 years now. Almost 3 years. We started off making short little videos in the car, moved it inside without having any idea what's going to happen next, still not really having any ideas of what's going to, that's what I wanted to talk about. That's what I wanted to talk about. One portion of the things that I wanted to talk about today is the unknown, ladies and gentlemen, the boys and girls out there, the unknown. I don't have too many friends or people in my life, but the people that are in my life, I consider them family. They're like brothers, and they're always, I try to, and I surround myself with like smart people, individuals who are, I know they know things way more than I do, and just like, just good dudes all around, good people in general all around, ladies and gents who are smarter, who are, better at many of things. And that's the thing, you sometimes hang out with your friends and you're like, man, I don't know anything. Jeez Louise, I know that's the thing though. That's the beauty of it. But one thing that we do know here is that we're extremely comfortable in the unknown. Ladies and gents, do not, is what I said, do not be it to myself. I'm like, do not. And I said this from like a long time ago. I said it from like, I don't know, maybe like, I can't recall when I've not said it, because a lot of things I just don't know. And it feels really liberating, because a lot of times people are like, man, I don't know about that. Whereas I'm like, I don't know about that. And that just opens up a whole new realm of possibilities. So today's episode, one of the, I guess, morals of today's episode, this moral of the story of today's episode, not that these stories or podcasts ever have any morals, or, not that you could ever draw any sort of conclusions or lessons or whatever, or pointers or things that you'd be able to take. Or stop taking away things from this podcast, dude. Start taking things away though, but also like that's what it is. It's all about the sharing. Because all I'm saying is that you hang out with people and that just reaffirms to you like how, and it's so relieving, because like I'm comfortable with that, dude. A lot of times like I'm because people a lot of times, we sometimes get in wanting to know what it is that what it is that is happening today, what it is that what is it happening that what is happening tomorrow. Or what about the things that, and I am by no stretch of the imagination any expert or any sort of, I literally don't know anything about anything. What I do know though is I does it day by day. I takes it a day at a time, and I go into the unknown, and that's what I does. And so far, all I can tell you that it's like, I don't advocate any sort of living or any I don't have any sort of, but that's what I've learned is that, you can plan for things, you can do this, that, and the other, but a lot of the beautiful things in life are the events that happen from the unknowns. And sometimes, it's good to, I'm not saying like, don't go out there, I'm not saying do whatever you like to do, but all I'm saying is for me, it was just another realization, just hanging out with friends yesterday, with brothers out there. And it's good to be with like-minded people, but also people who are, again, smarter, wiser, and everybody's like different, but we're all going through the same thing, but everybody's different. But it's just like, yeah, man, I'm just like feeling good in the fact that I don't know much. And it's kind of like, there's only room to grow from here. And this is just the beginning. How do you get to, they say, how do you reach some sort of a top? Or is there even a point of reaching a top if that's something that you, let's say, out there are searching for? Well, let me tell you something. Friends, family members, syndicate members, familia, starts from the bottom, doesn't it? Because nothing gets to the top from the bottom. Nothing gets to the top without going through the bottom. Nothing gets, and you can put that on a coin. Or a shirt made of coins, or coins made of a shirt, combo coin shirt, and put that on it. You cannot get to the top of anything without having to go from the bottom. Catchy, swift, to the point, short, concise. Once again, you cannot get to the bottom of some things without having to penetrate from the old bottom. Think about that. How many times have men and women looked at something from a top and said, my, oh my, how will I get to the top of this thing? And not to say that you get to the top of that thing and it's like the final top of the thing at the top of the things. But you wonder sometimes, but that's the thing, it starts from the bottoms, or sometimes, you flip it upside. There's many ways that you could get to somewhere, you know. That's what I'm trying to say. And sometimes you got to do creative things and just be willing to see what happens and engage in new ideas and challenge yourself and listen carefully to what is out there. You're like, oh, what is that? Is that a problem? Let me see if I can create a solution. And that's what we do around here. We create solutions, multiple solutions for problems that people have that never get discussed, that never get the limelight, that never get the attention that those problems deserve, probably, like such as going to your favorite massage place, to your masseuse, to your masseur, to your massage therapist. Ladies and gentlemen, how many times have we had ladies and gents, men and women, grown-up men and women, going out there trying to get massaged up, right? You're at a massage parlor, you're getting massaged up, there's a nice lady or a gentleman just rubbing your back. Oh, let's start with the neck. You got some knots in your neck. Working on those knots in the back. Moving on to the lower back. Now you're getting close to the glutes. Now you're in the ass region. And all of a sudden, how many times have we had men and women? Gets me emotional. Gets me a little bit upset. Gets me frustrated, gets me mad sometimes, that I'm like, why, God, why? Why can we not, why must people suffer this way? What am I talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Boys and girls, what happens when you go get a massage and they move to your lower back, working on your ass, and you're feeling a little bit of a rumbling stitch in your tum-tum? What happens? It's a damn shame. I'll tell you that. It's a damn shame. It's tragic what happens when average folks, good men and women, blue-collared, white-collared, no-collared, all the colored, collars but no shirts, shirts with no collars, shirts with no, you know what I'm talking, just people who wear clothing and then take it off to get a massage, right? How many times did you get the diarrheas? How many times did you start sharding? How many times did you get loose poop, just blip, 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 just coming out the old wazoo? Why? Because she or he is working on the knots, dude. Working on, oh man, this Asian lady's fucking going to town with her elbows. This fucking Swedish bitch is just like ramming my lower back with her large, fabulous tits, dude. And all I can, it's, how many times, ladies and gentlemen, must we go and try to experience something joyful, relaxing, and then having to face embarrassment, maybe judgment, maybe ridicule, maybe be shunned from society, pointed out and mocked by the entire city? The ha 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 is what they'll say. Look at Sally there, sharding while getting a massage. Loose intestinal problem Sally, they'll say. Oh, look at Jim. Jim can't hold it in while getting a massage. Did you hear that, they'll say, at the water cooler / coffee grinder, warmer upper maker coffee? Espresso machines where you gossip in the office. Did you hear what Jim did? And then broken telephone. By the end of the day, everybody at the office thinks that Jim is running some sort of fucking, some sort of weird, show up to a massage parlor, shit the bed sort of, oh, that's what Jim done. All of a sudden everybody's like, oh, Jim's into going to a massage parlor and shit in the bed, dude. And that's that. But they don't know about Sally, and Sally's in hiding, just like, yeah, and Jim's a total, Jim can't control his bowel movements. I know everyone here can, including me. And meanwhile, they got fucking, Sally's the worst, dude. So, but it's not her fault, is what I'm trying to say. These are just regular people. As we're going back and discussing, they're just regular average folks, just like you and me. There's no difference. There's no difference between you and I. We're all the same, I think. More or less same, but different, but sames. So the point is, ladies and gentlemen, what did I do? I listen. I'm like, wait, this seems like there's a problem out there. And I thought to myself, what can I do? What can I do to change this scenario right here? Why don't we And we did this, and this exists now. It's a service that please. You're welcome. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Massage parlors where the masseuse and the masseurs are trained, highly trained, to have control, extreme control over their bowel movements. So the second that Sally is unwinding a knot in her lower back or glute region, and all of a sudden she can't help it. Oh my God, whoops, it's just sharding all over the place. So Sally loose asshole just fucking all over, dude. The whole friggin' wall is pain. But guess what? You're not alone, because our specially trained massage therapists and masseurs are also trained to, again, have extreme control over their bowel movements, so that when you start to go, they start to go. So it becomes a thing, it becomes an experience together, so that it's not like you're out there by yourself, just like shit in the bed, ladies and gentlemen. You'll be there. Somebody will hold your hand. Somebody will be like, don't worry, I got you. And all of a sudden, you're sharding together. Think about that. Think about the camaraderie. Probably think about the smell. But also, don't think about it. It's like, whatever, dude. It's, ladies and gentlemen, all I'm saying is we don't need to be going through life's mishaps, trials and errors, thinking that I'm all, whatever. We're doing it together. And also, the beds are gonna be like, we will, sometimes there are like holes in the where the region of the old head is supposed to be, so that you can like plummet your face, so that your face is looking at someone's feet, hopefully, unless they're upside down and and you're looking at their head while they're massaging you with their feet. That could also be, sometimes you go in particular regions of the world, there are people doing things backwards, there are people doing things sideways. You never know, dude. Once in a while, you might just go get I'm gonna just plummet my face into a hole, expecting to see nothing but toes. All you see is fucking ass, dude, because they're not even facing you. What's that about? So, all I'm saying is there's solutions, and then there's problems, and we get together and we resolve them. If there's a problem, consider resolved, son. Consider that shit taken care of. Consider it done. Consider it dealt with. That's what it is. Baby boys, baby girls, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that your tits on fire. I hope I hope your tits are on fire. That's what I wanted to say. I hope your tits are on fire. I hope you're taking the time to take care of yourselves. I hope you're shaving or leaving it on. I hope that you're using powder or not, depending on if it's good for you or not. I hope that we go to, the next chapter of our lives together with lots of laughter, with lots of excitement, with lots of joy, with nothing but pirate ships on the horizon. No, wait, we're the pirates. That's right, let me take that back. I hope that we get to sail the seven seas like the pirates that we are. There, that sounds way better than, because if you were like going into the sunset and off into the horizon, I'm starting a new horizon. Oh no, pirates. So, as you can see, it's always beneficial to be the pirate. But like New Age pirate, where there's plenty of women also on the ship, because from looking back at all the pirate movies, the imageries, the cartoons, and realizing, pirates are cool, but like also there's women to men ratio realistically was probably low. So if we're gonna be pirates, it's gonna be some bitches on this ship. That's what I'm saying. That's why some ladies who are ready to grab a sword by the handle. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to fucking... Right there, dude. Just a couple of ladies and a couple of dudes and a couple of ships. One ship is sufficient. You don't need multiple ships to be pirating. is all I'm saying. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that we are going off into the horizon. Monday will be the last episode shot in this bitch. And then we're setting off into the old... on the road. Into the distance. To find... something. The rest of our chapters. That's the rest of our lives. And I hope these videos touch you inside. And I hope that we can look back together one day and be like, man, we have had some laughs and we're gonna even have some more. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Ladies and gentlemen, sending all the love and support right back at you. Thank you for everyone, whoever's been a part of this little journey, man, it means a lot. If you're in my life physically, personally, love you. Thank you for all the support. If you're out there virtually connecting nonetheless through the internet, thank you. I hope to be back here again on Monday to shoot the last episode, and then after that we will be taking a little bit of a time off, just maybe about a weekish, just to get, you know, to a new destination. And not to say that things are happening and I'm excited and we're changing with the time. So all I can say and all I will say for now is have a fantastic fucking weekend out there. Go get it out there. If you got it, hold on to it. If you want, set it down, look at it, observe it, spit on it, tap that shit from the back, and then come back and check out this little podcast if you like, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Where can you find it? On Instagram, on YouTube for the full-length video. Subscribe there. Help your boy, help yourselves out, help out your family members and friends. Check out patreon.com/RobSadry. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys back here again on Monday. Peace out. Love y'all.